But there's that. Um, and then, of course, you said you fell in love with the Persona franchise. What are your thoughts on it?
I've only played what I'm only playing one game in the franchise so far, and that is the latest one.
Persona 5?
Yeah, the fifth one. Basically the Final Fantasy VII of the Persona franchise.
That's pretty high praise given, some people love 3 and some people really love 4. Although to be fair,
You
I
mean the
think
one with the TVs?
yeah, with 4, most people look at it as, oh, it's the Chie Satonaka show.
Oh
But
yeah. What? Who's that?
Chie Satonaka, she's the girl in green. In
Oh,
Yeah, the girl with in green, and she has short, beautiful brown
and
hair,
she likes meat.
and she likes meat. I mean,
Oh yeah, I've seen a meme with the voice actors where the voice of Yosuke gives the voice of Chi um a some meat sandwich. It was pretty funny.
okay, I'm almost done. There we go. So there's that, and I'm happy that you're enjoying the Persona. Like my favorite has to be the fact that the kids wear masks.
I like that they're kids actually. I
Yeah,
can relate a lot to this. I can relate to a lot to the main character. I mean, not the criminal record part. I've never done anything bad.
although
The
although not to spoil the game, was the guy
don't
really a?
spoil the game, please.
But the
Don't spoil it, please. No.
okay, but I will say there is one character. It's not much of a spoiler since the person is on the cover of the game, and that's this cat-like creature.
Oh, you mean do.
And then, so there's that, and then let's see, any other games that, or any other series that you're into. I mean, of course, we know that you're into you're a big Sonic fan. There's no secret about that. Speaking of which, before we get to that, who is your favorite character in the Sonic franchise?
What's my favorite?
Yeah,
Sonic himself.
of course, everybody picks Sonic. Um,
If he were not in Smash, he would be my most requested character of all time.
but he is.
Exactly. He got in before I even knew about the franchise.
And then, because my most requested character is my favorite from the Sonic franchise, and that was Tails. Miles Tails Prower.
That is my that alright. Tails is my second favorite Sonic character of all time.
I definitely agree with the fact that he's my favorite as much as he's your second favorite. And I'm thinking for the same reasons, because, his character development through the games.
I mean, in Sonic Forces, his character was bad. Pretty bad. He went from a brave young soul that you could count on to a cowardly
Wow. And you're doing the sound effects for me.
Yeah, so I'm saving your editing time.
But then I think his crowning moment had to have been in Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah.
Not much of a secret since, that game has been out for a long time. People should know
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
I beat that game.
Mm. Of course the controls
I remember
are
he saved the he I'm so sorry if I'm annoying you. I'm just trying to hide the spoilers from the guys who did not play it yet. If you haven't played Sonic Adventure, go play it.
yeah, it's a great game, and it shows or not Sonic, Tails' finest moment.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, I mean, he was a kid, and he grew up, and I'm happy he did, and I'm hoping at some point they make him a character.
I hope his character actually gets better in the modern games because he's actually been pretty bad as of lately. You know, the whole Forces shebang where he's like, Sonic, help me! I mean, you've defeated a giant robot, and you're afraid of Chaos Zero!
I know.
Like, why, Tails? Why do you want to be a... Alright, that's it. I'm doing this uncensored. Why do you want to be a cowardly little bitch if you've proven yourself brave before? Like,
Sometimes.
you defeated Eggman in space. You defeated a giant robot in a city. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this. You even helped Sonic on a wild adventure from a beach to an airship. That's not even half of it. That's not even half of it. You went on your own adventure with a rig. It was Tails Sky Patrol. Like, from Adventure to Forces, it's a pretty new low. I want his character to get better.
I same thing. I was so happy that they included him in Sonic Mania, though.
In Sonic Mania, he was a really good character.
Yeah, he's a very good character. In fact, one of the things I liked about him in that game was that he can fly.
I think he was the easy mode character.
Yeah, in a sense. I used Sonic, and then I briefly got to use probably my third favorite character, Knuckles.
Oh, same. He's also my third favorite.
Just because, for Knuckles, he's kind of like the hard version of the game. I
Oh, did you
noticed.
try Knuckles and Knuckles?
No, I haven't tried that.
You got to try it. It's so fun. Knuckles will journey with his sidekick, Knuckles, to save the world.
Well,
It's the funniest thing.
yeah, thanks a lot, Knucklehead.
Knuckles, as of lately, has been downhill as well. I mean, not downhill. I mean, he's been serious in Sonic Forces. I mean, a little bit too serious, but,
Yeah.
like, his character was funny in Sonic Boom, the TV series. That was his shining moments.
And yet, some people think his shining moment was a meme.
Oh, you mean... You mean that?
No.
Oh.
It's about knowing where you're going.
That's what I was doing! You know, they do this. My brother, do you know the way?
I know that one.
Yeah, I was doing an impression of Ugandan Knuckles earlier.
Which I'm like that. It was because of Sonic Boom that meme has become a thing, and it's
Wait,
just
I don't think that was Sonic Boom. That Sonic Boom did not cause that meme.
Sonic lyric.
Nope, that was not it either. Alright, so this animator named Gregzilla, he made a meme he made this funny Knuckles drawing, then, sorry, and somebody made a model of that funny drawing, and everyone started using it in VR chat, and making fun of the country Uganda.
Oh my! I never knew about that.
I mean, the guy with the model, didn't want this to keep happening, but the guys who downloaded it were the ones who were like, sorry, I'm just sick.
Well, anyway, that was. I'm pretty sure that was very funny, and it still is to a degree, although it can get annoying at some points. I'm not gonna lie.
Good thing it's dead.
But with that said, let's see. Anything else that I'm probably forgetting? Um,
I love the Smash series.
okay, well we can talk about that. I don't know if you've ever played like what's the earliest one? Because I played Smash 64 when it came out back in the day, and yes, I am that old.
Alright. I've only played it on an emulator. It was fun.
But what was like the first official one that you ever got?
Brawl.
Some people say that game is probably the greatest game. It probably was for its time, and it probably still is to a degree.
I mean, when people played it for the first time on the Wii, they liked the Subspace Emissary, the story mode.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked that story, but many people don't really like the competitive scene.
Mm-hmm. Like that
That's
and
why they
Melee.
always go back to Melee.
Yeah, Melee.
Yeah.
Some people thought that before Ultimate came out, they should do a Melee HD remake,
It won't happen.
and it didn't.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Stop asking. It will never happen.
Boy.
Yeah, you got every character in Smash, yet you still expect a Melee HD. I mean, what even are you?
Well,
I'm so sorry if I'm being rude.
well, you kind of had to get it out of your system, but that's just another example of how ragey he can get.
Yeah.
But as it is, I mean, but yeah, I played Smash in 64, and I mean, of course, unlike the later games, it was fun for what it was. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was something unlike anything that we had before. It's not like your Street Fighter or your Mortal Kombat where if your HP goes down to 0, you lose. No, you have to knock somebody off the stage. You can't just simply knock them out. You have to knock them out of the stage or in the air, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Which that was something that had never been done before, and I'm like, and what's even more is with Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
That was something that it was like, whoa, this is. And
And guess what? It evolved from just Nintendo characters to video games. And guess what? It grew.
it grew.
It didn't just become the biggest crossover in Nintendo history. It didn't just become the biggest crossover in video game history. It became the biggest crossover of all time.
Wow.
You got Mario, you got Pikachu, you got Link, but not just them. You have Sonic the Hedgehog,
Snake?
Solid Snake,
Yes.
freaking Mega Man, Pac-Man, Ryu, Simon freaking Belmont, Bayonetta for some reason, Joker from Persona 5. I'm sorry.
And
And fucking Cloud from Final Fantasy.
yes, you have all those characters. And that's
You
not
have
and that's
everyone you could even imagine. Even Ridley.
yes, Ridley. And I think you might have forgotten about Kirby and Ness.
I mean, you would never forget those guys.
But
Did you know that they were voiced by the same person?
what, both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
I never would have
Same
guessed that.
person.
And
She voices both of them.
it, and also, and that's not even counting like all the other characters, like your Luigi's, your Yoshi's, your Princess
You have
Peach's,
over 70 characters
and the
at your
Ice Climbers
disposal.
too. I can't forget about the Ice Climbers. And then of course you can't forget Roy. He was the first ever Fire Emblem character.
Marth! Marth!
No. Roy was the first character. He was unlockable in Melee.
Marth was first.
How
Let me
so?
check the website. Let me check the website. Alright, so let me clear something up. Okay, so you know how so here's Roy's number on the Smash roster. 25.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know Marth's number?
24.
21. Marth Marth came before Roy.
And was he also in Melee as well?
Yeah, Marth was also in Melee. He came before Roy.
I guess maybe he was
I
unlockable as
think you
well.
unlocked him after Roy.
Maybe I did.
Did
I don't
you?
know.
Yeah, Marth was before Roy.
But even so, I mean, to have like I remember enjoying the 64 game, and then when you make the jump to Melee, it was like, whoa, they took
Shit
this.
started get shit started getting real.
Oh yeah, it got real, and I was like, they didn't just copy and paste the same formula. No, they evolved, and it, like you said, it became the biggest thing of all time. And in
And then
fact,
Brawl came out.
and yeah, and they introduced a big storyline for that, which
For Brawl they added third-party characters like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid,
and Sonic.
and yeah, yeah. If I knew Brawl at this time and age, I would have said, "Give us Sonic, give us Sonic, give us Sonic." But I learned about Brawl after Sonic was revealed, because
Hmm.
not right after, but after I knew that Sonic was in the game. After Sonic was revealed.
Oh yeah, because some people, unless you were a hardcore fan, you never knew that Sonic was in the game. I didn't know until later on. I was like, whoa, Sonic is in the game?
Everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's Sonic!"
But then I remember when we were back in the previous game with Smash 4, as we call it now. The fact
In Smash 4, you wanna know what? In Smash 4, you wanna know what shocked me the most?
Cloud Strife.
No, Palutena.
Oh, how?
I always expected Palutena to be an assist trophy.
But you never expected her to be an actual fighter.
No. No, never. Never in my entire life would I ever expect Palutena, of all characters, to be a fighter. Because I played Kid Icarus Uprising before Palutena's reveal.
Right, and I was happy that I got to play as Palantina, and I can still do that with this game. But I mean, I mean, of course, I mean, she is an angel, and she is what is it?
Yeah.
I
Like,
think she was the damsel in distress, especially in the original
in
game.
the first one, but Palutena was never a damsel in distress in Uprising.
No, I mean, she just gave Pit the power that he
Yeah.
needed, so that's all he did. So, without spoiling
Oh
too
yeah.
much, though. Um,
Yeah, that would be spoiling the game. You gotta play it.
yeah. Other than that, though, I think really the big thing was the fact that Ryu was added, and I was like, what? Ryu?
When I saw that, I was like, no way! I mean, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh my god, I knew it. But when I saw the leak, I was like, no way!
And then when you saw it was real?
It was real.
Yeah. But I meant like when you found out that it was real. What was your
No,
reaction?
I knew it was real. I was like, oh look, here's Ryu. Like I was being sarcastic because the surprise was ruined,
Yeah,
but I
because
still was excited.
I mean, thankfully I wasn't
When I saw
spoiled.
Cloud, I was like, when I saw Cloud, I did not react to it. I was somewhere else. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
not like, oh my god. I was not like that. I was like, whoa,
yes.
because I was in a public place when I saw the trailer.
Wow. I mean, I remember it as if it was yesterday. I mean, the reaction was just off the roof. And then to, and then of course we get to this game, Smash Ultimate, and
My reaction to the Inkling was like, oh my god, Smash is coming! I never forgot that day.
but
I
I
knew from the moment when um Smash DLC ended for 4, I knew that Inklings were like guaranteed.
mhm. And I think out of all the new characters, I mean, I was happy that the Inkling got in, but I'm trying to think of one of the characters that that is new that I was very excited for, but
Who?
I'm trying to remember his name. Um,
Is it Ridley, Simon, or King K. Rool?
I think it was K. Rool because I was like,
When I saw, oh yeah, K. Rool, you should have seen my reaction, even though it's kind of like terrible because my mic was a little bit quiet because I thought it would be better.
yeah,
But I was screaming, "Oh my God, the king has returned!"
wow,
Back then, I was excited because I was like, "Oh my God, they're bringing K. Rool."
yeah, it's his debut in the whole thing, but I think the
Like,
one surprise that I was like going absolutely nuts for was Joker from Persona 5, excuse me, being in there. I was like, what?
when I saw Joker, I was like, "Oh, cool, Persona 5 Switch, let's go!" Because I wanted to play Persona 5 on the Switch. When I saw the letter, the invitation, I was like, "The announcers in Smash!"
But I
I
mean,
was like, "We can finally play as the announcer!"
the announcer.
The announcer voices Joker from Persona 5. The guy who voices the announcer in Smash is also the voice of Joker.
I never would have. I never knew that.
I knew it, and I was like, oh my god, you can finally play as the announcer! That's like a wet dream of mine. To finally play as the announcer.
Or how about, or better yet, what about you becoming the announcer, Sonic Crafter King?
If I became the announcer for Smash, I would try to do it with a different approach. Instead of doing stuff like Mario, Link, Pikachu, Gino, blah blah blah, I would do it like I would take a different approach to the announcer.
You don't want to just simply copy him.
Yeah, I would do like Mario, Link, Cloud. Be more indirect, be more direct, be more awesome sounding.
Yeah, just be.
Instead of like, I have a deep voice and I sound like All Might.
You wanted to sound more like someone that did um, Tony Hawk's skating games, because that's kind of what you reminded me of. The announcer for for those games.
Yeah. Yeah.
back in the late '90s,
I
early
never played
2000s,
Tony
though.
Hawk.
I mean,
Never played those
I played it,
games.
but it's been a long time, so I'm very rusty. I probably would suck at it now, but I used to
Alright.
actually be pretty good at it back then. And that was back when I had time to do it.
Alright.
Nowadays I don't. But there's that.
Alright, so going back to Smash,
Oh yeah.
there was one character that I was speculating through and through. Shadow the Hedgehog. When I saw that Knuckles assist trophy, I was like, Shadow's in the game! Shadow's in the game!
But then
His assist trophy was revealed, and I'm like, damn it.
and I'm still hoping out. I'm still holding out hope for like Tails and and Waluigi.
However, there is some evidence for Shadow. He could make it in. He still has a chance. Assist trophy or not. Did you know that some assist trophies are deactivated when on certain stages?
Probably. But
Did
then
you know that?
no, I did not know that.
Alucard cannot be summoned in Wii Fit Studio
Really?
because he's a vampire. And there's a giant mirror.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. And I take it mirrors
Yeah.
kill vampires and stuff like that.
Yeah. And there could be a possibility where if Shadow is playable, is on the battlefield as a fighter, then his assist trophy can't be activated.
Yeah, they would have to find a substitute or just cut him out completely.
Or just cut his assist trophy out when he's on the battlefield.
Yeah, that would be awesome because
It's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. Of course, it might have not been so much in the older games because what you got was what you got. But
Yeah.
of course, we know that Little Mac started out as an assist trophy, and then look at him. He's now a fighter.
Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, former assist trophy fighter!
Mm-hmm.
But you want to know what angered me the most out of the reveals of assist trophies becoming fighters?
What was?
Back when I was back in September, I still hated this series called Animal Crossing because it was so boring. And when I saw Isabelle, I was like, no! You wasted a character slot!
For a little dog.
Yeah, I was like, no! I was screaming no, and I was upset.
But then what has happened? Oh, sorry.
I made her.
What do you mean?
I made her.
And she turned out well?
Yeah. And I like Animal Crossing now.
Wow,
I still hope Shadow gets in.
Yeah, and I'm also hoping for Waluigi and Tails as well.
Hopefully we'll get another Smash ballot.
I hope so too. I hope so too. But man, we go from talking about what you do, and then we talk about our friends, and then we were just talking about Smash. And look how many hours we've been doing this. We've been doing this for 2 hours plus.
Like, holy crap. How long was the longest TehJew talks you ever done?
I want to say the longest I ever did, I want to say it was with a good old friend and a good friend of mine, and her YouTube name was Via Vanille or Via Vanille.
Wow.
And not only was it long in terms of length, it was also long in terms of parts. Although I think it still holds the record for length. Maybe, I don't know. But it held that record. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
all I know is I've done 3 hours before, but I try to cut back on how long I do these videos. But when you have so much to talk about, it just goes by really quick.
Yeah,
So,
I still feel kind of drowsy.
I mean, well, of course it is midnight where you are.
Yeah.
So, I guess the only other thing we can talk about is what you hope for, in the future. Like, what do you want to do for your life? Because I know you don't want to
Oh,
do
yeah.
YouTube.
Earlier I said I wanted to become a game designer when I was talking about Sonic Runners, and I thought this was the way to. And I thought, hey, this could help me get into that career.
And and I hope that, of course you stay in school and you try to get as much of a
Yeah.
general education as you can, because you know that, because I came to realize I can't make money on YouTube, because it's like, unless you make $100,000 a year on that, I really shouldn't quit my day job.
Yeah.
And some people foolishly give up their job.
Quit quit their J jobs because of YouTube.
hmm and it screwed them over royally. If you remember Adpocalypse,
Oh, the apocalypse.
in fact, that was the very thing that ended We Like to Play as I had known and loved it.
What?
I said Adpocalypse was the very thing that spelled the end of
Killed what?
We Like to Play, the group known as We Like to Play, as it was when I best remembered them.
Okay.
Well, in the sense that, because they had to split the money four ways, and then when the Adpocalypse happened, the money wasn't coming in anymore, and thankfully most of them kept their day jobs, so they were not foolish to just give that up. But they couldn't make money on YouTube anymore, and worse yet, they weren't able to, uh, what is it, travel long distances. At least when they were making money, it was worth it, but now it wasn't really.
Yeah. What most people, most casual viewers don't realize is that ads aren't just an annoyance. They're a way for people to make money, and I read a lot of comments on various videos that say, "Hey, you're only doing this for money." You want to know what my thoughts are on those comments?
What is it?
Well, yeah, they need money to provide for themselves and their families.
Of course.
Yeah, but some people think they're greedy even though they need money to even basically live.
Yes, and people just need to realize that they're doing this to make a living, but for me, I do it because I love doing it, and I know that's the same thing for you, right, Sonic?
Exactly. I do it as a hobby, not as a day job.
Right, because unless I was making $100,000 a year, which I don't, but if I was, okay, I could probably justify it,
I mean,
but
if I were doing it as a if I were doing it as a job, that would be my secondary source of income.
probably yes. And plus, I wouldn't quit my day job even if I did make that kind of money as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta pay my bills too. So it's like, even if it means more taxes I gotta pay, so be it. So I'm not gonna
Good
cry.
thing I don't have to pay my bills yet.
Well, true, but hopefully when you do, I hope you do become a game tester, or a game designer, excuse me, and make the
Yeah.
big bucks, because I want you to. Of course, you should get an education, and even if that doesn't work out, as long as you have an education and a degree, it will not be that difficult to find a job. Honestly, it doesn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that difficult
No, it wouldn't.
because like the job market for that kind of stuff is growing actually.
And I hope that you get in there.
Thanks, dude.
So there's that. So with that said, and I'm probably gonna let you get to sleep because I know you gotta go to bed soon. So we may as well do our closing spiel by
Yeah,
me.
the cat. Yeah, the cat is holding a gun up to my face and telling me to go to bed.
So
Persona 5 reference.
yes. So with all that said, I may as well do my usual outro and say, Sonic, have a good night,
Good night.
and God bless you,
Bless you.
and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Do I say future endeavors?
Yeah. No, you could just simply say thank you.
Thanks.
But for everybody else, this is TehJew22, and
SonicCrafterKing.
so I don't know who my next guest is, but whoever he or she or they are, I'm gonna have as much of a blast as I had with SonicCrafterKing. And if you guys want to check out what he does, I will give you a link in the description to his channel. Great stuff there. Am I right, Sonic? Sonic?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh, you do awesome stuff.
I've just gotten drowsy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do a lot of awesome stuff, right, Sonic?
Yeah, thanks.
So do check him out. Until then, this is TehJew22 signing off. Have a great night and a good day whenever you're watching this. And peace.
This program has been pre-recorded.